Hi, welcome to Lecture 3A of Cultural Variations and Attachment. We're really going to be focusing on key examination questions that they've used over the years for this particular topic. If you missed out the main lecture, please go to Lecture 3 and listen to this again. So our first examination question, I'll write it up here, but I'm going to be writing it up in Lecture 8A, so please look out for that. So outline and evaluate research into cultural variations in attachment. Now, what I'll do, I'll outline maybe Van Eijenzoon and Kroonberg's study, first of all, that they use a meta-analysis over 32 studies. Their main findings that secure attachment was the most common from all the 8 countries, etc. So I'll do that fully, and maybe I'll do my second one, which is the Mary Ainsworth's early study in Uganda. So I might do that briefly to show that I have a bit more knowledge. So I'll say that supports the Van Iftenjoen study simply because it shows that attachment is innate and secure attachment is probably the best for emotional development. And what I'll do for my evaluation, I'll probably do a 2-1 split. So I'll probably have 2 strengths, 1 limitation, or 2 limitations, 1 strength, basically. If you want to push yourself, you can get away with doing 2-2, but as long as they're fully elaborated. If you're not sure what elaborated means, do check out Lecture 8A to see an example of how I'm going to be writing it to ensure my evaluation points are fully elaborated. Our next question, outline 1 or more studies that have investigated cultural variations and attachment for 6 months. So I can have a choice here. I can either do 2 of my key studies, less detailed, or I can do 1 really detailed. So it's up to me. So I can do the Van Iftenjoen and Kroonberg one, really detailed. So the aims, procedures, so they use a meta-analysis, etc. Findings, conclusions. Or I could just do the Van Iftenjoen and Kroonberg. I could just do details of the findings, and I could do Mary Ainsworth as well of her particular findings and what they found and what does it now suggest. Okay, so that should be enough for 6 marks. You can do 1 fully or 2 quite in a bit less detail. Outline what research has shown about cultural variations in attachment. So it's only 4 marks. Just do 1 research. Yeah, so you've got 2 to play around with. You can use Van Iftenjoen and Kroonberg or Mary Ainsworth's early Ugandan study. It's up to you, only for 4 marks. So just do an A, P, F, and C. So aims, procedures, findings, and a conclusion of 1 study. Explain 1 criticism of investigating cultural variations and attachment using a strange situation. So that one, they're more likely to get on to looking at cultural bias. That is using the strange situation which was created in America and using that to judge other particular cultures to say this is the best type of attachment. So cultural bias is your key issue there. And that is it. That is all the questions they've asked on cultural variations since 2009. So chances are they might ask you the question this year, as in 2014, or not. So still make sure you look back through later lectures to find out exactly how I go about writing out that 12 mark. But learn this section, just those 2 studies, very important.